This video demonstrates how to use specific Zoom features to enhance course delivery for instructor facilitators. To begin with, we will show you how best to set up screen sharing to broadcast video content. It's important to set up our screen share properly to ensure that video playback isn't choppy and participants are able to follow along. Begin by clicking on Share Screen. From the Share Screen window, make sure that you select the app and the specific window that you want to broadcast rather than selecting your whole screen. This will minimize the bandwidth necessary to broadcast your video. Finally, make sure that you click on Optimize for Video Clip. This should also enable the Share Sound button, but if Share Sound is not checked, make sure that you check that as well. These two check marks make sure that the video is broadcast as cleanly as possible and that your computer sound is shared with the participants. Finally, click on Share. Many of our active learning exercises will rely on breakout rooms to allow participants to do group work. Breakout rooms will only be available if the account you're using has been set up to allow them and you are signed in as the host. To begin breakout rooms, click on the Breakout Rooms button. This will open the Breakout Rooms window. Your first step will be to identify how many breakout rooms you want to create. I recommend leaving Assign Automatically checked so that the rooms are filled out randomly. Click on Create. The breakout room window will refresh with the rooms listed and the participants assigned. Before moving forward, click on the little gear icon in the bottom left for settings and make sure that the Automatically Move All Assigned Participants into Breakout Rooms and Automatically Move All Selected Participants in Breakout Rooms to Main Meeting buttons are checked to ensure that when you open breakout rooms and close breakout rooms, the participants will automatically move to the place that you want them to be. To start the breakout rooms, simply click on Open All Rooms. All participants will automatically be moved to the room that they were set up in, and you will be left in the main room. When you're ready to begin floating, you can click on the little blue Join button. That will assign you to the room that you've selected. Once you've transferred over, you can click on the Breakout Rooms button again to open the Breakout Rooms window, and this will allow you to join other rooms by clicking on the Join button, as well as other features. When you're ready to close the breakout session, click on the Breakout Rooms button again to open the Breakout Rooms window, and click on Close All Rooms. This will send all participants back to the main room. Remember, when you get back to the main room, if you had been presenting and sharing your screen, this will no longer be the case, and you'll have to click Share Screen in order to share your presentation again. When it's time to do another exercise, click on the Breakout Rooms to open up the Breakout Room window, and you can take the opportunity to remix your groups if you want. There are a few tools here that you can use. One is the Exchange button. This will let you switch people from one room to the other, basically exchanging two participants, one for the other, between two rooms. Or you can click on Move To simply move someone from one room to the other. Finally, I would recommend using the Recreate button. Recreate will reopen the initial window that lets you identify how many rooms you want to establish, and it will randomly assign participants to those rooms. You can then do a quick review of those room assignments and do exchanges and movements as you see fit. The last thing we'll point out here is how you can send a broadcast message to all of the participants in their respective rooms to let them know how much time that they have left or that you're closing the session. From the breakout room window, simply click on the Broadcast button, choose Broadcast Message or Broadcast Voice if you'd like to use your voice, type in your message, and click the Send button. Clickers exercises can be enhanced by inserting polls or quizzes into Zoom. Again, this will only be available if the Zoom account that you're using to present has this feature enabled. To create a poll or quiz, click on the Poll Quizzes button. From the first screen that opens, click on Create. Next, make sure that Polls is selected and click on Next. Here, you'll be able to name your poll, insert a question, and then insert the multiple choice answers. Finally, click on Save. You can set these polls up before or during your session, and once you're ready to pose this question to your participants, click on the Launch button beside your poll. This will publish your poll for all of the participants to provide their answers, and you'll be able to watch as answers come in. After enough time has passed, you can click on End Poll to collate the results, and then you'll have the option to share the results, which will publish the poll with all of its results on the screen for everyone to see. Finally, you can click on Stop Sharing and close the Polls Quizzes window to go back to the normal presentation.